Alright, first of all, I want to apologize for any wind noise and jets in the background and stuff like that. And this video might be particularly shaky because all that tall grass right there, I don't want to get bit by a snake. Oh, jet. Okay, yeah, I don't want to apologize about that. We get those flying over a lot from the area I live in. But with that being said and that being out of the way, I think I said everything. I think I said sorry for the shaky camera and all that. This is, I think, a 1984. I believe it's a 1984. I know it's a Ford. It's a Ford Custom f350 dually. And this truck's been abandoned for quite some time. I think quite some time. It seems like it has. Don't know why it got parked. Don't know anything about it. All I know is it looks pretty cool. It's an 80s F350, basically a bigger... Basically, it's a bigger F-150. It's a bigger motor F-150 on a bigger frame because, good night, look at the size of that frame. This truck weighs about 7,000 pounds. Weighs about 7,000 pounds, and I believe it has a 460 in it, 6.7 liter V8, but I don't know. I saw where it could be the 351 Windsor. I don't know. I'm not a Ford guy, and I'm novice at engines and stuff like this. Anyway, I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find it. If this is a 460, it makes 368 horsepower, and like this truck is like, it's like 400 something foot-pounds of torque. If it's a 351, it makes 255 horsepower, and it was like 415 foot-pounds of torque in a 7,000 pound vehicle. Now, that being said, it has a towing capacity of like 10,000 pounds, or did, for the matter of this one. Because as you can see, it's probably not good anymore. You'll see it better on the other side. I'm sure there's still some good parts on this one left, if some, but that's not what's important here. It has been converted to, it was a flatbed truck. It was a flatbed truck, I believe. Oh, jet. I believe it was a flatbed truck, because I don't think the wooden panels that are on it were factory. It originally, its ride height was, I think it was 100, and I believe it was something like, it has like a width of 100 and something feet, or not feet, but 100 and, I forget what it is, 100 and something inches, 125 inches, I believe. And as I said, 10,000 pounds is the towing capacity. I don't know what the interior looks like on it. If it's anything like the outside, can't be good. It was a manual truck, rear-wheel drive. There was a 6.6 diesel option, the Power Stroke, in this one. This did not have that. This has the gas motor, which I don't know if it's a 460. I'm probably wrong on that. I'm sure if I show someone this, anyone who's watching, I'm sure if, oh, you saw my finger for a second. I'm sure if anyone knows anything, they'll start screaming at me in the comments. It looks too small to be a 460. I think that is a 351. I'm only going off of a 427 I looked at, or I got to work on for a second while I was in shop class, because this guy had a 1971 Shelby Cobra Terrano that he bought. and he was friends with the shop teacher, and he brought in. Yeah, let me show you the other side. We're gonna walk around. Hopefully no snakes bite me. Yeah. The cab is completely in the dirt. It's got a bunch of garbage in the trunk or on the bed. Go ahead and open that door just a little. Nope, it's not going to open. It actually don't look like the interior is in that bad shape. It was a manual truck. I mean, obviously this was a workhorse. And it was probably a really good workhorse back in the day. Honestly. I guarantee you this was a really good workhorse. I just wonder why it got parked. I just wonder why it got parked. This particular one, I don't think would ever be able to be roadworthy again, because I bet that frame, like I said, is probably about as structurally sound as a wet noodle. It's probably about as structurally sound as it is, because it's been sitting in the dirt, and the dirt will just suck everything out off of the frame and probably pull it out and then separate from it. Now, the body, I believe, is still good. It'd be a good workhorse if you could find one like this. Be a good workhorse if you could find one like it. I just am showing it off because, personally, I think it's a cool looking truck. You probably can't hear me at all over all them jets. You probably can't hear me at all over all them jets. And even if it's not, it makes a cool piece of scenery. I think I did one, and I said it looks kind of like it's straight out of a horror movie. I mean, kind of. It does make a really cool looking piece of scenery, though. Again, sorry for the shaky camera and the camera being all over the place. I'm in tall grass right now. I'm trying not to get bit by no snake. Oh, you saw my finger again. The doors won't open, so I can't show you the interior. I don't know what the transmission was in this thing. I was saying it was a manual. I believe it's a 4-speed. I think Ford used 4 speeds back in the 80s. Super heavy duty transmission. Hooked up to it's hooked up to like I've seen a drive shaft for one of these things. They're like that big around. I can't properly show it, but they're like the size of my hand. The yoke weighs like 10, 15 pounds. It's very heavy duty. I mean, of course, as it should be. This was a workhorse. This was not something you got in and drove all the time. I mean, you probably did, but you did it for work. Yeah, I've done ran out of things to say on it, so I guess if you like hearing me ramble on about old cars, sure. Or if you like seeing these really, really low quality videos I make, with jets in the background. Let it go by. If you like seeing these really low quality videos I make, then by all means, and you want to support the channel, then by all means, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, subscribe, share. That's the biggest way you can help the channel. Another thing I have is, if you want to chat to me about old cars, some ideas or stuff, you want to just talk to some random kid on the internet who doesn't know nothing. I am, oh, by the way, I am working on the don't knowing anything thing. I'm trying to figure out, I'm learning how to research and all that for these cars. Yeah, I have one of those. What else was I going to say? I done forgot what it was, and I know you don't want to sit here for like 20 minutes. So I'm just going to end it at 10 minutes and say thank you for watching, and have a good one.